evening and welcome to this edition of Newsleader on 6. Today is Tuesday, August 28th, 2012. I'm Jim Fuller.
And I'm Chip Ramsey with the Saturday Independent newspaper. In tonight's news, August is proving to be a deadly month on Interstate 24 in Coffee County. Manchester firemen are mourning the loss of one of their own. The Coffee County Red Raiders were the best team for 3 quarters Friday night, but that wasn't enough to secure a win. And the Tullahoma Wildcats rallied from a 10-point deficit to get a big win over Cookeville. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's Newsleader on 6.
Tullahoma Drug has a gift for keeping well. You know about prescriptions, but there's so much more to tell. There's a gift for all occasions, for body, soul, and mind. Cards to show you care, gifts to show your kind. There are remedies and recipes and treats, you'll want to eat them. Stacks of books from famous cooks and spectacles to read them. Shades and frames, puzzles, games, dishes, plates, and mugs. We're a Tullahoma treasure. We are Tullahoma Drug.
Serving you as a local firefighter.
Proudly served our country in the United States Air Force.
Serving Tullahoma.
Helping our kids.
Hi, I'm Terry Stroop. Your comfort is our service. We'd like to thank Tullahoma for the privilege of serving your heating and cooling needs.
Tullahoma Surgery Center is Tullahoma's newest and most complete surgical health care facility. The center combines state-of-the-art surgical care with efficient, affordable, and community-based outpatient service. The staff is committed to providing the highest quality care in a warm, personalized setting. The goal is to deliver excellent care and make your visit a pleasant experience. Tullahoma Surgery Center, the area's premier surgery center dedicated to outpatient surgery.
Hello, this is J.D. Oliver from the Smokehouse on Mount Eagle Mountain. Me and my sisters Nancy and Betsy would like to thank you all for your continued support. This year we're celebrating our 50-year anniversary at the Smokehouse. In conjunction with our 50-year celebration, we are bringing Music on the Mountain every Saturday night, 7 p.m. till 10 p.m., featuring the best of Nashville. We have had some wonderful singers, hit songwriters, and Nashville's rising stars have taken the stage. Come out this Saturday night and every Saturday night through the end of the year. Make it a date night or bring the whole family. Help us celebrate 50 years in the community. Music on the Mountain is free every Saturday night at Jim Oliver's Smokehouse.
Hey, this is Sean Mayer. I'd like to invite everybody out to the Smokehouse every Saturday night for great music and awesome food.
Thank you very much, y'all.
Welcome back. August is proving to be a deadly month on Interstate 24 in Coffee County. 2 died early Saturday morning in a head-on crash near the 107-mile marker on I-24 north of Manchester. The Tennessee Highway Patrol says a car driven by Carlene Ramsharam, age 36, of Manchester, was traveling the wrong way on the highway. The vehicle slammed head-on into a vehicle driven by Christopher Pack, age 36, also of Manchester. Both drivers died at the scene. Investigators believe alcohol was a factor in the fatal crash. Reports indicate Ramsharam earlier left a Manchester night spot. Also, she might not have been using her headlights. Earlier last week, a Beech Grove man died after he lost control of his car off I-24 near the Grundy County line.
Manchester firemen are mourning the loss of one of their own. Assistant Fire Chief Rod Ballard died of cancer on Friday. He was 67 years old. Ballard served with the Manchester Fire and Rescue Department for over 30 years, dating back to his official hire in 1981. Acting Fire Chief Charlie Taylor told the Saturday Independent that Ballard had been a volunteer for at least 15 years before that. Taylor said, quote, he had a lot of years dedicated to the service of the citizens of Manchester, 31 years of career service and another 10 to 15 years of volunteer service. You don't find that very often, end quote. Ballard was a father figure of sorts for what Taylor described as a close family of firefighters. Ballard's wisdom was mixed with a sharp sense of humor that kept the nerves in the fire hall off edge and minds off the dangers of the job. Ballard died at Middle Tennessee Medical Center in Murfreesboro around noon Friday. Manchester Fire Department personnel escorted Ballard's body back from the Coffee County-Rutherford County line to Central Funeral Home in Manchester, where a memorial service was held this afternoon.
Tennessee 9/11 9/11 emergency district seeking more money from telecommunications giant Bell South will have their day in court. Chief U.S. District Judge Curtis Collier last week denied a request by Bell South attorneys to dismiss the case. Curtis also denied a request for summary judgment against the phone company. 10 9/11 boards, including districts in Coffee, Bedford, and Franklin counties, have filed action against the company, claiming it failed to properly collect and remit monthly 9/11 fees charged to residential and commercial customers. Lawyers for the district say Bell South owes back fees and damages amounting to $13.5 to $27 million. The suit claims as many as 1/3 of the phone lines installed by Bell South are not billed for 9/11 fees. Davidson and Lincoln counties sued the company on similar grounds in 2011. Each county settled out of court. The current lawsuit is set for trial in September of next year.
We'll be right back with more Newsleader on 6. Stay tuned.
It is said that the eyes are the windows to the soul, and the Eye Care Center wants to make your eyes the best windows possible. The professionals at the Eye Care Center have been offering comprehensive eye care for over 30 years. From eye examinations to eye surgery, from children to seniors, we have the services you need. We pride ourselves on taking the time to fully understand our patients' wants and needs. Each patient is a unique situation and deserves our full attention and the latest treatment options. So call or stop by one of our 4 convenient locations and start seeing better today.
Has your love taken a downturn? Are you in a relationship recession? You need a bailout. Hope has arrived. You're qualified for the romance stimulus package at WOODARD'S Diamond Showroom. We have an entire store filled with fine jewelry that will put the sparkle back in your love story. Our team of romance advisors has the surefire plan to get your passion on the road to recovery. WOODARD'S Diamond Showroom inside Northgate Mall of Tullahoma.
Mark, you've won just about everything there is to win in racing. What's next?
I'd like more people to know about ER Extra.
The emergency room at Harton Regional Medical Center?
I just want them to get the best care they can get.
That just gets me right here, Mark.
Maybe you'd like to pay them a visit.
ER Extra at Harton Regional Medical Center.
ER Extra. Extra fast, extra easy, extra great.
Hello, Trent McNabb here, welcoming you to the brand new showroom at Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac in Tullahoma. And here's something they don't have across town. Come check out our brand new state-of-the-art service drive.
Hello, Trey McNabb here, General Manager of Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep. My little brother gets a new building. I get ceiling tiles and a sign. You know what that means to you? Come see me.
Welcome back. The city of Tullahoma has started moving utility lines along Cedar Lane to accommodate the widening of the street. John Gray brings us this report.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is John Gray reporting for Channel 6 and the Newsleader, and we are in Wayne Limbaugh's office, the superintendent and of Public Works, the director of Public Works. What is that title?
I'm the Public Works Director. Robert Taylor's the superintendent.
That's right. That's the office I looked in. Nobody was there. You got him out working.
Well, he's out working.
He's out doing something, isn't he?
I can assure you.
This morning you opened the bids for the Cedar Lane project, and I was just curious about how that went, how you feel about it, and what a timeline might be on that project, Wayne.
Well, we feel real good about the bid. It came in. We had a range of bids, and of course, this is a anticipated low bid. This is not a certified low bid. We've opened the bids, and there's a number there, but those bids have got to be reviewed, and then our engineering company will have to, certify that everything is right in the bids. Then it will go to the state. It'll have to be certified by the state, and it has to go to our Board of Mayor and Aldermen. But we had a range of bids from $985,000 all the way to $1,371,000.
Now, do those bids fit in the calculations that you had prior to bid opening? Sort of, they look pretty good as far as the money you had available?
Yeah, the engineering company does an estimate on what they anticipate the project being. That's based on other projects, that's based on state rates. There's a lot of things they look at, and we were anticipating a project coming in somewhere between $1 million and $1.1 million. and probably closer to the million. So that number is pretty good. But again, out of 4 bids, the $985,000 was a fair amount lower than the other bids. So, we want our engineering company to look at it real close, make sure everything looks appropriate.
Noticed that the gas company's already been out there and moved a lot of their lines. The utility board was out there this past week, setting new poles and pulling new wire. So what's the timeline on this thing now, Wayne?
Well, going back to utility work, TUB will be wrapping theirs up in a very few days. Gas company has wrapped theirs up. What the next things that'll happen now is Charter's wires are on TUB's poles, so they can't start until TUB has completed what they're doing. They anticipated completing their work in a couple of weeks. AT&T is in the same situation, and they're way out. We're hoping we can do better than what, because I think they had asked for like 85 days from the time that TUB has completed moving the poles, and we're hoping that they can do considerably better than that. Now that's on the utility work. It'll take us about 30 days to get everything certified through the state on the construction bid. And so we hope that in about 30 days we're letting the contract for the contractor to go to work. And I think we estimated about 8 months on the project.
So, rough guess when the road's going to start being torn up and the citizens are going to have to find another way to drive around and get across that area. When do you think that might happen?
Well, like I say, the construction contract, we can award it if we can award it in 30 days. It's going to take them a little bit of time to mobilize, get everything in place, all their paperwork done. So we're looking at, this is an estimate, but I'd say 6 weeks.
6 weeks?
Mm-hmm. But and that could be a little conservative, or it could not be. I don't know.
The Tullahoma Recreation Department's Rock Creek Concert Series kicked off last Saturday night at Fraser McEwen Park. Andrew Todd brings us some of the sights and scenes of that event.
Honey, did I do? Do I need you? Do I say, honey, did I do? I'm glad that I'm the one who found you. That's why I'm always hanging around you. Do I love you? Oh my, do I say, honey, did I do? I say, honey, did I do? Do I need you? Oh my, do I say, honey, did I do? I'm glad that I'm the one who found you. That's why I'm always hanging around you. Do I
Stay with us. We'll be right back in a moment.
Our office used to look like this. But now with My Paper-Free Office from R.J. Young, it's easy. We've made all of our files electronic and stored them in our virtual filing cabinet, which gave us tons of space. And Bob here, a big promotion. Melissa can pull files in minutes and spends hours on Facebook. And Kyle's confidential files stay confidential.
We're not totally paper-free, right? Thank you.
My Paper-Free Office from R.J. Young. It's that easy.
Citizens Tri-County Bank has the checking, loans, savings, and traditional banking services you want. Plus free internet banking and bill pay, bank your change, Visa gift card, and lots more state-of-the-art banking services. We focus on the service and services you want. So you can bank when, where, and how you want. At our offices or from just about anywhere. Citizens Tri-County Bank, the only community bank you'll ever need. Welcome to Camino Real, home of the area's most authentic Mexican food. Expect quality service in a friendly environment that features the only truly authentic Mexican food in the area, with favorites like tacos, fajitas, enchiladas, burritos, tostadas, freshly made guacamole, and Mexican rice, all made from scratch using homemade Mexican recipes and only the freshest ingredients. Come and enjoy a meal at Camino Real with the great food, friendly service, and warm atmosphere of Old Mexico.
Welcome back. The Hands-On Science Center in Tullahoma celebrated their birthday last weekend. John Gray checked it out and brings us this video.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Hands-On Science Center, and they're celebrating their 17th anniversary today. And we are going to look around and see what kind of fun is going on. There's all kinds of folks here and all kinds of neat things happening at the Science Center. And the center itself is full of young and old, learning more and more about science and watching all the neat things that go on out here. And if you haven't been here, it's somewhere that you need to come see. It has everything from moon landing equipment to running a Jeep. All kinds of great things for young people to do. Bicycles to ride, races to run. All right, let's see how fast this young man is. Hup. That face, who painted that face for you?
I don't know her name, but she had red hair.
She had red hair. Well, I bet if you asked somebody at the Science Center, they could explain how people got red hair. What do you think? Probably so?
Yeah.
This is a stuffed wild animal collection here, and that bear was in Bob Couch's backyard one morning. Folks, I'm with Misty Marshall, the Executive Director of Hands-On Science Center, and they're celebrating their 17th anniversary today. Misty, how are things going?
Well, things today are going great. We had a slow start, but now we're full. We have visitors all over the center here today. We've got the Science Center open for free. People are coming in and enjoying our exhibits. We've been having the theater open with science programs, and that's been full today, so that's been great. And we also have events going on outside. You can do your own science experiments today. You can make screaming cups and Bernoulli helicopters and all kinds of fun things today.
Well, who's this guy you're standing next to here?
Oh, this is Jar Jar. Don't you recognize Jar Jar?
He's a tall fella.
He is. He was donated to us a couple of years ago.
Well, we're in the gift shop, and Jar Jar's looking over things, and we just congratulate you so much for your 17 years and what you've done for the community and the surrounding area, and all these young children and old children as well. Keep up the good work, dear.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
I'm doing the sound station here. Got this. See, if you do it like that, you hit it, you barely hit it. Put your fingers in your ears and hit it. What do you think of that? Put your fingers in your ears now and hit it. A lot louder, isn't it?
Don't forget to tune into this week's Living Show tonight at 6:30 p.m., Thursday morning at 9 a.m., and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evening at 6:30 p.m. This week's guests include local artist Dana Diargo, who will be running a painting class in September. Tullahoma City School dietitian Jan Moore will tell us about what Tullahoma City schools are doing to comply with new federal school lunch regulations. And Mayor David Pennington found a man in Coffee County who has been making violins for decades. We'll see just how it's done. All that and more on this week's Living. We'll be back in just a moment with more Newsleader on 6.
The highest standard of trust offers a sense of safety and comfort. It's established over time. You know when you see it. You know when you feel it. There's a standard of trust in healthcare. It's the Joint Commission Gold Seal of Approval. In 2003, Life Care Center of Tullahoma voluntarily achieved this accreditation and maintains it still today. Life Care, meeting a higher standard because residents matter most.
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's gonna be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor too when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
Since 1889, Traders Bank has been helping our neighbors realize their dreams. Whether our customers are looking to put a roof over their heads, try their hand at entrepreneurship, or see themselves behind the wheel of a shiny new car, the folks at Traders Bank have always been ready to dive in with them. Because at Traders, we lend you more than just money. We lend you our good name. Traders Bank, you're welcome.
Welcome back. If you take away the first 13 minutes of Friday night's game between the Coffee County Red Raiders and the Marshall County Tigers, Coffee County outscored the Tigers 8-6 and physically dominated the game. The problem was during the first quarter and the opening minute of the second, the Big Red couldn't do anything right and the Tigers executed to perfection. Coffee County received the ball to start the game and quickly went 3 and out. The Red Raider punt netted only 15 yards and Marshall County immediately capitalized on a 40-yard sprint to the end zone for a 7-0 lead. On its next possession, Coffee County again went 3 and out, and it took the Tigers just 3 plays to go 41 yards to score and to a 14-0 lead. The final Marshall County touchdown of the half came less than 1 minute into the second quarter when Tiger quarterback Stacy found running room and scored from 12 yards out. The PAT was blocked, giving the Tigers a 20-0 lead. Coffee County finally got a break in the third quarter when Marshall County snapped the ball over the punter's head through the back of the end zone, giving Coffee County a safety. Marshall County scored on their next possession on a 17-yard run by quarterback Austin Stacy, increasing their lead 27-2. The Red Raiders finally found the end zone with 10 minutes 34 seconds left in the game when D'Angelo Rozier bulled his way into the end zone from 12 yards out. The Raiders went for 2 and failed, leaving the score 27-8, which would be the final. Raider quarterback Peyton Meeker finished the night with 13 completions on 27 attempts for 127 yards, while running back D'Angelo Rozier carried the ball 26 times for 79 yards. The Raider defense gave up only 50 total yards of offense in the second half. Coffee County is off this week as they prepare for the big coffee pot game in Tullahoma in 1 week.
The Tullahoma Wildcats rallied from a 10-0 deficit for a 37-21 win over Cookeville Friday night at Wilkins Stadium. The Cats piled up more than 550 yards in offense, and the defense held the Cavaliers without an offensive score until late in the first half. Justin Brown, in just his second game at quarterback after converting from receiver in preseason, had his second straight game with more than 200 yards passing. His favorite target was senior Zane Price, who had 125 yards receiving after being held to single-digit rushing rushing yards in the previous week's loss to McGavock. Senior running back Trey Burks broke loose for 143 yards rushing and added several big gainers on shovel passes from Brown. Cookeville got the scoring started with a blocked punt for a touchdown in the first period and added a field goal before the Wildcats finally broke through with a 14-yard run by Burks to make it 10-6. Brown hit Riley Darden with a 15-yard score, and Brown to Jordan Floyd two-point conversion made it 14-10 midway through the second quarter. Burks made it 20-10 with a 23-yard run late in the period, but the Cavs rallied with a touchdown to make it 20-17 at the half. Brown hit Price for a 20-yard score in the third, and Brown ran it in from 2 yards out with the quarter winding down. Cody Morton hit both extra points to make it 34-17, then nailed a 31-yard field goal in the fourth to make it 37-17. Cookeville got a final score with several reserves on the field for both teams. The Wildcats open district play this week at Wilkins Stadium against one of the district favorites, the Columbia Lions. Game time is 7 p.m.
We'll be right back with your weather forecast after these messages.
Are you looking for a new car dealer that offers no games, no gimmicks, no hassles? Then look no further than Russell Barnett Kia. Keith Barnett here today with my nephew Clay to tell you about the all-new 2012 Kia Optima. Yours today for $21,995 after rebates and incentives. With America's best warranty, the 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, Kia is the power to surprise. No games, no gimmicks, no hassles. My question is, tell them, Clay.
Why buy anywhere else?
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
You'll never guess what happened today.
What?
You want to see? They found a giant squid in New Zealand, bigger than this whole bedroom. Bigger than Mommy's minivan. 900 pounds. Isn't that amazing? And its eyeball, big as a basketball.
Let it all in with Charter Internet and get the fastest, most reliable internet speeds.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1990 at 100 degrees. Record low was in 1967 at 52 degrees. The average high on this day is 86, and the average low is 65. Tonight, look for partly cloudy weather with a low of around 69. Isolated thunderstorms in the forecast for Wednesday with a high of 86 and a low of 70, and some scattered thunderstorms expected for Thursday with a high of 80 and a low of 70.
Jim, want to let all of our viewers know that there are 4 missing teenagers from Coffee County Central High School who left the school after school, running. They're runaways, presumed, left after school Monday afternoon. Parents and local authorities are looking for them. The names of the 4 teens and photos can be found at www.facebook.com/findourchildren, please. And we've got it at the bottom of the screen. If viewers could just take a moment and look at that. If you happen to see these kids, please let the authorities know. And there's contact information on that Facebook page. So,
all right. That is our newsletter report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for Newsleader on 6. You have a good evening.
Have a great night.